Are you serious right now, bro?
Hey guys, welcome back to a brand new video. Today we're going to be talking about the top 10 things that would happen if World War III ever broke out. Now, we all hope it never happens, but if it ever does, things would probably change very fast, and not in the good way. That being said, here are the top 10 terrifying, chaotic, and honestly unbelievable things that would become our new reality. Let's get into it. Number 10, global drafts. A global draft means countries from around the world might start pulling civilians into the military. Now, the US hasn't had a draft in quite some time now, but that's not to say they probably won't bring it back. If you're between the ages of 18 and 40, well, congratulations, you might now be eligible. Number 9, this is probably the worst one, the collapse of the internet. Say goodbye to TikTok dances, memes, and your favorite YouTubers. In a global war, enemies would probably take out global communication lines, satellites, undersea fiber optic cables, or even take down data centers. The internet as we know it, gone. And it's not just about entertainment. Financial systems, air traffic controls, hospitals, they all rely on internet infrastructure. And worst of all, you might actually have to talk to people outside of the internet. Number 8, tactical nukes. Now, tactical nukes aren't necessarily your Cold War style end of the world nukes. They're more so smaller battlefield specific bombs, think surgical strikes with apocalyptic consequences, if that makes sense. They'd likely be used to take out major bases, ports, or even cities with strategic value. The fallout wouldn't just be physical, it'd send global panic into overdrive. And no, a microwave burrito does not count as radiation training. Number 7, forced relocations. Civilians would be moved out of urban areas or contested zones, often with little notice. Governments might declare martial law, turning cities into militarized zones. Entire populations could be relocated to rural zones or camps for safety. So if you're comfy in your studio apartment with your LED lights, well, get ready to swap it for a shared tent. Number 6, AI-controlled warfare. Honestly, forget human soldiers. Artificial intelligence could run entire battlefields. AI drones and robotic dogs, yes, those are real. You name it, but that's not the scary part. AI does not care about feelings or context. If it's told to eliminate a target, it'll do it. No hesitation. I'm starting to think Terminator was a warning and not actually a movie. Number 5, EMP attacks. EMPs could be used to fry all electronics in a region. Phones, power grids, cars, ATMs, everything. So you might wake up one morning and suddenly it's the 1800s again. No power, no running water, no DoorDash. So if you're under 30 and you've never used the paper map, you're out of luck. Number 4, global cyber attacks. Hey, in World War III, the keyboard becomes just as dangerous as a rifle. Hackers from all sides would target financial institutions, military systems, public utilities, and media networks. World leaders might be fighting, but the real battle, it's happening in a dark room with RGB lights and a lot of monster energy. Number 3, trade wars. Global supply chains would probably shatter, which means no more imported goods, including fuel, food, tech, or medicine. Prices would spike, items would vanish, and black markets would probably pop up fast. You think gas is expensive now? Wait till a banana is $20. 2020 was just a warm-up. Number 2, mass psychological warfare. This wouldn't just be physical. Governments would use propaganda, social media manipulation, and psychological operations to confuse, demoralize, or divide populations. Misinformation would spread like wildfire. You wouldn't know who to trust, what's true, or whether that viral video was staged or real. It'd be like living inside a conspiracy theory, but the kind with real consequences. Number 1, and that's probably the most terrifying, is weaponized viruses. Biological weapons are probably the scariest of all. Engineered viruses could be used quietly to infect enemy populations, creating chaos without a single shot ever being fired. They might target immune systems, specific supplies, or even specific genetic groups. It's invisible, unpredicted, and nearly unstoppable. Basically, the next pandemic could make COVID look like a common cold. So yeah, World War III, not exactly Call of Duty with better graphics. Let's all collectively agree to make sure that never happens, but if it does, at least now you're slightly more prepared and a lot more terrified. but I'm sure we'll be fine. Anyways, guys, let me know in the comments below, which of these do you think is most likely to happen? And which of these do you think you would personally survive? Thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to like the video if you enjoyed, subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace out.
Never been the one to fall in love, 'cause to me